What's going on, guys? It's Roke here, and today we have a very different kind of video for you guys. Now this is gonna be my first time ever doing one of these informational videos, like how to snipe, best settings, best class setups, and all that kind of stuff. Now I've been watching Sprat and Pomage and all these other YouTubers for a very long time, so I kind of understand about sniping a lot more than I used to, and I understand more about I guess the science behind it, if I guess you can say that. So for this video we're going to start off with our class setups. Now this game is very different. We only have like 5 snipers in this game that people actually use. We have the AX50, the AMR, the CAR, the HDR, and the MK2. That's all we got. We have the Dragunov. I mean, I guess you can use that. It's decent. I don't really use it though, and I have like some swap classes with the CAR and the AX50 and the AMR and the CAR, because that's actually a really dope class setup. But we're gonna start off with the AX50. So my class setup, we got the 17-inch barrel. Everyone knows this whole class setup by now, but if anybody is brand new to sniping, this is definitely the class to use for the AX50. The 17-inch barrel, the attack laser, the Singuard arms assassin stock, the Snipe grip tape, and the 7-round mags. Now the 7-round mags don't really affect your aim down sight speed. I don't really feel any slowness at all with the 7-round mags. The 9-round mags do, 100%. But the 7-round mags are just perfect because you have more ammo. You have 2 more shots where you have more opportunities to hit clips and get more kills. So definitely have that 7-round mags. You don't really need I don't really have a perk for my AX50 classes, like a weapon perk, because it's not really needed. The AX50 reloads pretty decently, and I'm pretty confident with the AX50 shot that I don't really need like focus or any of those others. But for the actual class, I don't really use a secondary. I just have a random pistol. But for the perks, I have cold-blooded, just to not be annoyed by any score streaks or kill streaks, whatever. Cold-blooded is one of the greatest perks in the game, dude. We have Ghost, because I mean, you can use for perk 2. You can use High Alert, but High Alert is pretty distracting because it like blinks on your screen and you don't really know where the enemy is. I mean, it shows like on the heads-up display, but you don't really see it. So the best thing to use in perk 2 is either Hardline or Ghost. I really like those two because Hardline you can your kill streaks easier, and for Ghost you are undetected by UAV and all that stuff. And Battle Harden is a must because everybody stuns in this game. Even though it doesn't really work that well, but Battle Harden is still pretty good. And for your swap classes, you gotta use Amp, dude, because it's just so much better swapping faster to your secondary weapon or whatever. And always, guys, tactical is always gonna be stim, so you can get that extra health when you're running into a fight. You can just stim up and you can run, and you know, I feel like stim can be really cool for clips. Like you get 2 kills, then you stim, then you get a few more. Like, bro, that'd be just so sick. And for my lethal, I just have thermites or semtexes or throwing knives. But for thermites, I just use those to piss off the riot shielders. You guys know how annoying those guys can be. But yeah, guys, that is our AX50 swap. That is our AX50 class, not swap class. Now for the AMR, I actually really like this sniper. It's nice, but it's not my favorite. But for the AMR, we have the FTAC 448mm Dictator barrel, the tac laser. Tac laser is a must on this for multiplayer. For Warzone, you don't really need it because it's way too, like, it gives away your position. And then for the stock, we have the tac wrap, the Snipe grip tape as well, and the sleight of hand, because this thing reloads insanely slow for some reason. I have no idea why, but it reloads so slow. So you need that sleight of hand, guys. And pretty much the same perks, but I have a quick fix on this class. So for perk 1, there's a lot you can use here. I use between EOD, cold-blooded, and quick fix. those are definitely, because quick fix you regenerate health quicker. For cold blooded, you guys already know, you stay off, you don't get annoyed by like Harriers or whatever. And EOD, which I don't even know if this even works like how Flatjack used to, but reduce damage from C4s and grenades, but C4s are insanely OP in this game. And perk 2 and perk 3 is pretty much the same thing on all my classes, except for the swaps where you have where I have amped, and stim is on every single one of my classes, except for Warzone. I gotta have the heartbeat sensor. But yeah, man, the AMR, it's a good sniper, but it's definitely not my favorite. So now we go to the car. Now I believe the car is the easiest sniper to get into sniping on this game, because it's so fast and it does decent damage. It still gets it's a hit marking machine, don't get me wrong, but if you just aim high enough, if you aim like around this area, then you'll be fine. Pretty much the head and upper chest. For the car, we have the tac laser, the sniper scope, the F-tac sport comb, stock, double grip tip, and sleight of hand as well. Since we have the sniper scope, it reloads one bullet at a time. And other thing you can do with the Kar 98, you can just go straight iron sights. Iron sights Kar 98 is so nice, man. If you guys want something different to use the iron sight. It's so fun to use, and it's actually pretty damn OP. So yeah, but I'm gonna stick with the sniper scope just because I like how it looks. And pretty much my perks are the same thing. Secondary, don't really use it. Stim is the same thing. Thermite. Now the HDR. The HDR is my second favorite sniper on this game. Now, I know you're thinking, holy crap, the HDR, isn't that thing like super slow? It is very slow, but it's also very strong. And it's not like, once you get used to how it zooms in, you're used to it pretty quick. The tac laser and the F-tac is the only attachments that increase the aim down sight speed. So if you guys want a fast sniper, the HDR won't be your go-to, but it is fun to use for swaps, because the HDR, you can use like the car for your first few kills and swap to the HDR, maybe get a collab for a 5-on or something crazy. But for the HDR, if you guys want to use this solo, tac laser, the F-tac stalker scout stock, sleight of hand, because this thing reloads super slow as well, and the 7-round mags. 7-round mags, as I said, don't affect the aim down sight speed, and that's perfect. 7 rounds on the HDR is like the DSR from Black Ops 2. It's nowhere near as good as the DSR, but it's still a decent wannabe of the DSR. But yeah, man, the HDR is just, it's actually a really good sniper if you guys give it a try. It's really underrated. And dude, it's just so much fun using something that like not the community really uses. I don't really see anybody using the HDR. But yeah, and perks are always the same. And yeah, now for the MK2. The MK2, I use it sometimes here and there, but my class is a little bit different. Since the MK2 is insanely fast, you don't need some of these speed perks, so I put the FS20 factory barrel. You can choose any one. I just choose the 20. It's right in the middle, and I like it because it gives a little bit more damage, and the aim down sight speed doesn't really matter because you already have the tac laser and the FSS sport comb, so that already increases it by 2. So it's already fast on its own. That is pretty much our class setup. Now for our swaps, I have the Kar 98 and the AX50. This is one of my favorite swap classes just because they're both pretty fast and it's just so fun to use, man. And my attachments are all the same, everything is the same. But if you guys want to try something different, have some swap classes, here's the Kar and the AX50. It's really fun to use, and it's just so much fun, guys. Try different things out. Try different swap classes. Mix and match your snipers, because we only have like 5. And apparently we're getting an R700 in the next season, so that'll be pretty dope. We have 6. And the R700, to be honest, I didn't really play much of Call of Duty 4 or anything like that, so I didn't really use the R700 in its glory. But yeah, man, these are pretty much my class setups. And I also have the Rytech with the Kar 98, the platinum camo. But yeah, so now let's go to my settings. Okay, so the dead zone, I'm on controller, so it kind of affects me, but not. I just have it at 0.10. I see other snipers have it like 0.10, so I just keep it at that. Now I normally play on 13. sensitivity. 10 is for Warzone, just so it's not too fast. But for sniping, I keep it at 13. And the low zoom and high zoom, so the aim down, the low zoom is kind of for like just regular sights, like the red dot sight, the ACOG, all that kind of stuff. Now the high zoom is like for the snipers. So I just keep it the same at 1.37. So yeah, I haven't really dabbled in changing it up at all because I don't want to mess up my shot. Because once you find your perfect sensitivity, stick to it. Well, for your horizontal and vertical, you can move it up a little bit once you feel comfortable. You can move it up every now and then. Like I started off at like 9 sensitivity, then I moved up to 13 throughout, being more confident with my shot. But for the low zoom and high zoom, I just kept it at 1.37. That's perfect for me. It's not too fast, it's not too slow, it's like right in the middle. And for the aim response curve, I really don't have no idea what this does. I just have it on dynamic. I don't know if that does anything or not. Whoops. And yeah, that's pretty much all my sniping sensitivities and all that. I don't play on PC or anything like that, so I don't have any idea on how to do like that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, just standard aim assist, nothing crazy. Yeah, so now we can get into a private match, and I can show you guys what exactly to do, like for sniping. If you guys are brand new and don't really know what to do, or if you guys need help, I can show you guys some tips and tricks I've picked up over the years of watching YouTube and, you know, sniping myself. So let's go. Alright guys, so minor problem, these bots are very rowdy. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys the best thing to do with the AX50. Now you always want to aim in the center of your scope, or the center of your screen. So you don't really have to move your scope as much. As you guys saw, I had the enemy in the middle of my screen, where the little dot is, then just zoomed in and perfect shot. Now let's see if we can find our second enemy here. And I can show you guys, watch this. In the middle, boom, just like that. Always try and have your enemy in the middle of your screen, so you can have just a clear shot, a clear quick scope, and you're golden. Maybe that's the biggest thing to get used to, is centering your shot. Centering is the biggest thing for sniping, because it's just so much better than dragging every shot. Just stay in the middle, keep your eyes on the middle of your screen, the little dot. See, the thing about this game, it's very helpful to us. It's very helpful to us in understanding where to aim and where to look. So this guy's all the way back here. Oh god. Okay, see, that was an unfortunate situation. But you guys know what I mean. Like this same, and you don't have to quick scope every single kill, guys. You know, all those guys are saying, oh, hard scoping. You don't have to quick scope every kill. You can drag. You can do a bunch of different shots, and the clips will still look nice. You want to have always a few like nice little pop shots. But for the AX50, you just always keep your enemy in the middle of your screen, like that, and like that. See, that was a little bit of a drag scope. You saw how I was off a little bit, then I dragged to the enemy. That's another little trick that you can pick up. Now, it was a lot easier on other Call of Duties because they had aim assist. This game has no aim assist, so it's a little bit harder to drag. But once you get used to like the timing and the length between where you're aimed in at and where your enemy is, then you're golden, man. Sniping, like once you get used to it, once you do it for a few years, you just get down and you're able to adapt to every single game. Like how all of us have adapted from Black Ops 2 with insane aim assist to Black Ops 4 that had no aim assist. So you know, it's always good to be able to adapt to different games, and that's what us snipers are the best at, is adapting. So now we got the AX50 down. Let's check out the car. Now the car is one of my favorite, not really my favorite, but it's probably the easiest sniper to use on this game because it's very helpful to you. The sight is pretty nice. It has a good indication of where to aim in, and the sight and the scope kind of bends. Like you can see how it kind of bends like left and right, and that helps you with dragging. So you can just like that. Like it's literally so easy, guys. Once you get used to to understanding where your enemy is, it's just golden. Then you can do those pop shots like that, but always keep your enemy in the middle of your screen. That's the biggest thing, guys. I'm sorry if I keep saying that, but that's like a must on this game. But the car, you don't really need to even censor it. Like, it's really just like, it's really not difficult at all. Like, the car is definitely used more for like little drag scopes. Like, it's not, I mean, pop shots look incredible with the Car 98. Like, if you just hit pop shot after pop shot after pop shot, just pop, 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 dude, it's so nice. I mean, even with these little these like longer shots, it's still nice to see. So the Car 98, it's just a really good sniper, and it's really good for the beginners that are just starting out on sniping. The Car 98 is going to be your best friend, 100%. Alright, now let's check out the HDR. Alright, now the HDR is a little bit harder to get used to because it is pretty slow. But for me, since I've been using it a good amount, I'm kind of used to how it zooms in, and the pullback time and everything. But when you're first starting out, it can seem unbearably slow. But like as you can see, I'm pretty used to how it aims in. And another thing about sniping, try and predict where your enemy is gonna end up, because sometimes it's good to be able to like aim right before where the enemy is gonna be. And it'll just help you so much when you're able to predict where your enemy is gonna be. Like, dude, centering is the biggest, most important thing, guys, because you don't have to move your sight at all. Just keep your enemy in the middle, and then, nope. But yeah, one thing about the HDR, if you're caught in like close range and you missed your shot, like about 98% of the time, you're probably gonna die. I mean, it drags like that. Like, that's a little bit of a drag scope, just like a. But like for the HDR, it's definitely best to center your shot and hit the enemy pretty much as fast as you can, because you don't have much time to get your second shot off. So yeah, man, the HDR, it's my second favorite sniper on this game. It's so fun to use once you get used to the aim down sight speed and the pullback time. But once you get used to that, man, you're golden. You can pretty much use any sniper on this game once you get the HDR down. Alright, and the last one that we'll be going over today, actually no, we have the MK2. The MK2 is pretty good for a beginner as well. But for this one, dragging isn't really the best thing. Really, the best thing for this is just the quick scope. Just same thing. Center your shot, boom. Center your shot, boom. It's pretty much the same principles, guys. Just always have your enemy in the middle of your screen, and then see, that's why you don't really drag your shot, because then you'll be off course. Especially with this reticle that I have on it. The default reticle is pretty trash. Pop shots like that, where you have to aim high or else you're gonna get that hit marker. Yeah, man, just the MK2 is another good sniper for beginners, just because it's a little bit easier to use, and it's pretty good, man. You just gotta aim high, and you won't have to worry about hit markers just like that. So yeah, guys, the MK2, it's like looked down upon in the community because it's pretty easy and it's like super fast, faster than the car. But it definitely is a really good sniper. Alright, guys, and the last one we'll be going over is the Rytec. Now the Rytec is the one semi-auto that a lot of people use. The Dragunov isn't really considered like a sniper, but for the Rytec, best thing to do is 100%, as I've been saying throughout this entire video, center your shots. Always have the enemy in the middle of your screen. Always have the enemy where the little dot is. Like that. Like that. Now the good thing about the Rytec is it's semi-auto. So you don't have to, pause that much. You can spray it if you want. You can go boom, 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 and not have to worry about reloading. But the bad thing is there's only 5 bullets in the clip on this. Another thing with the car and the MK2 is that they have no extended mags or anything like that. So that's the bad thing about about the marksman rifles is that they only have 5 bullets in the clip, or 6 bullets with the MK2, and this one only's got 5 as well. And this is semi-auto, so those bullets go by fast, and if you miss your shots, it'll be really hard to hit clips because you have limited shots. And the ride tech is pretty fast as well. It's not as fast as the car or anything like that, but it's a pretty decent speed, and you don't really get many hit markers with this thing. And just look at this, man. Just look at this. Once you get a full lobby and you're able to hit your shots like that, dude, you're freaking golden, man. Yeah, guys. So this has been just a little bit more of an informational video. You know, talking about how to snipe on Modern Warfare and the best class setups that I use, and definitely try these classes out. Definitely try these concepts out, because it'll definitely help you out with later Call of Duties and being able to adjust to different games and all that kind of stuff. Because I've recently went back to BO3 because I saw they had ground war. And BO3, it was a fun game. I haven't played it in years, so my shot was really bad. So getting used to that, it took a while, but then I started getting my shot nice. And yeah, man, it's just all about being able to adapt and realize that, oh, this sniper is different than that one, so I'll have to change up how I play. I have to change up where I aim and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this different kind of video. I think I'll be doing these for every new Call of Duty game that comes out, but I think I'll be doing it earlier because I feel like it's way too late to do it on this one, because this is the last season coming out tomorrow. But I just wanted to get this out for you guys, so you guys had, you know, if anybody is just getting on Modern Warfare and you guys are brand new to sniping and you guys need some help, I hope that this video helped you out a little bit. If it did, be sure to leave a like, man, and I would greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and yeah, man, if you guys want to see more, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are brand new, and yeah, adios.